Hello everybody, this is Scorpius9472 back with another Tomb Raider video. Now today we are going back to the Tomb of Qualopec, and this is the next level of our new medpack run. So I hope everybody's doing well, and everybody enjoyed the last two videos. Oh sorry, 3 videos. What am I talking about? Right. You can probably notice that you hear the water back in the other level, but that's not a concern to us right now. So, as you can see, it's quite a nice little artsy place right now that we've got here. First, what you'll notice is you've got a lever that pulls down, and there's a door here that might not look like a door, but if Flora runs into it like this, you can tell that there's a door there. Anyway. Over here we have 3 gates. We need to be able to progress. Those are the things that we need to get through to progress through the level. And through here is a boulder that I'm about to trigger right now. There we are. Just took a while for it to trigger. So you want to trigger that at the start of this level because it's going to otherwise hinder you in the next part. Well, the last part of the level when you're trying to escape this place. Anyway, once you pull this lever, you want to take out your shotgun because 2 raptors are about to approach you. You deal with those 2 very easily with usually 1 shot, but sometimes you can take 2 depending. But we won't get ahead of ourselves by saying we did alright. Anyway, you'll come to this room over here with a save crystal and 3 peculiar corridors. Now what I like to do first is I like to take the right one first, since it's the easiest one to do. And it's a simple puzzle. It's not even a puzzle really, it's just a way to get to one of the levers that I have to push or pull. Now what you want to do is you'll want to push this block forward twice. Turn to your left, and already you can see what's going to be revealed once I push this one to this side. So push this one once, like so, and you can already see a crumbling floor. Below that are spikes. Don't worry about those. We'll push this lever, or pull it, sorry, and we'll open one of the gates. Now, what you'll want to do is you want to walk over here carefully, because down below, lo and behold, we've got spikes, and we don't want to fall in that. So, we jump forward, you do a standing jump, and just keep moving on forward. I apologise. My bloody notifications went off on my bloody mobile device. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Now that we've got that one done, we're going to do this one now. This level's quite short, but people can get stuck in it if they're not careful. This is a fake lever. Come back like this to reveal this. And down, as you heard it, down here are some wolves. Running around just like that, you can tackle all 3 of them. But there are different ways of doing it. I mean, you could at least, like, if you wanted to, you could come down with the crumbling floor, but I like to, entice them out a bit so it takes all 3 of them out of the way. If that's any way of going about it. My mistake, I should have just went forward, but oh well. Now, you'll want to push this block aside so we can get to the lever. Lever, whichever way you want to pronounce it. We'll run Laura up these steps. And if you're not careful, you're going to miss this medpack down below. So we'll pick that up. Pull ourselves up, and pull ourselves up again. Make sure we haven't missed anything below. No, we haven't. So what we'll do is we'll run up these steps, and we'll hit the switch, and that releases the other gate. So now that we've done that, we'll collect our med pack that is right there, and you'll notice that there's a little exit kind of drop here, and you'll notice it's the way we came. So now that we've done 2 of those, I guess we could save it, because we don't want to have to go and do that all again. So we save our progress here and we go to the final gate. Right now we don't want to push that. Instead, we want to come out here and drop down and go through here. Of course, the music will start sounding, and it's quite therapeutic actually. I quite enjoy listening to it. If you're fortunate to have the ROM disc of this game, then that is exactly what you can do. Just to make sure there's nothing behind me, you know, to kind of press, because after kind of playing this a few times, you tend to forget where everything is. Now, if you hear that, that is the door to the beginning. What I mean by the beginning is the start where we were before. So now we drop down here. If I went the other way, it would have led us to where the door is. The door that leads us back to where we came for the start of this little bit. Do a standing jump and just keep Laura running on. This is a lever to bring that block forward. Now that that's in place, we'll use the other lever to make sure that this block that we're going to jump back on now gets put into place, so that it'll push it forward so that we can go crisscross into that little room towards the right hand side where the spikes are. So now what we're going to do is a standing jump so that Laura doesn't take any damage. Of course, she's getting brain dead by the minute each time we do that. A few side steps over, run up this little ramp here and pull ourselves up. Now what we want to do is we want to press this lever now, because we've got valid clearance to do so. We move off to the side and we climb up here. Look familiar? This was the other side that we were at before, but now that we come from this side, it's exactly where we're coming from now, is we're going this way. So take a jump, take a few steps back, run forward, and press the square button. Now we want to do the same again for this block here. Again on this side, this is where the lever is for that last gate. Now be wary for people who are new to this game. As soon as you place this last gate, a dinosaur will spawn. So make sure you have your shotgun ready. Okay. Now yes, we see our friend the skeleton. We won't ever this tied up guy in the skeleton costume. So to avoid these spikes, what I usually do is I take a few steps back and jump like this, just to avoid them, just to make sure I'm very much clear out the way. Climb up this again and be ready with our shotgun. Now we're just going to wait for the little bugger to come around this corner. Here he is, ready to get closer, and down he goes. Back to our pistols, because we shall not need the shotgun again after this. In fact, I think that's all the enemies that are done from here, apart from the last part of this level. Okay, so now that we have all of those gates done, we can come down to this part of the level, back into this open area. Now we come down to this little area where the gates were all locked. We come across another save crystal, which is always nice. So I'm going to save it here. Now that that's done, we can jump across here. Be careful, there's another dart trap. Now what you want to do is, before you go on to the next part of this level, you want to watch out for those darts, of course, but at the same time there is a secret up the top of here. This door opens automatically, of course, but there's two secrets in here. So this one's the first one, and the second one's underneath. I'll show you. And the way you go about doing this is you turn to the left, as far left as possible. Let go. Now most people, right, most people will do that, or you can do another technique. That technique I shall not be showing you because I usually botch that quite a bit. But for any key references, right, if you want to have a look, check out Badass Gaming. He does a nice tutorial of that. But basically what that means is, if I was hanging like this and there was like a little giveaway from underneath me, say like the little space between me and the spikes, then I press the grab button, and that basically forces Laura to go underneath instead of straight down, and that forces Laura to stand well out of the way of reach of those spikes, so she lands safely. Now what you want to do is you want to run into here. Laura will aim her guns at these mummies. I just shoot them for fun. That guy dies out of curiosity. I don't actually know what happens if you don't shoot them, but I just do this anyway. Grab the skion, and the music will sound. Now remember where we had that boulder earlier? It's good that we got rid of it, because then we would have to run through here, and the boulder would have been, you know, running after us like Indiana Jones style, and we don't want that. So before we even, go back to what we was going to do, like, which is, of course, so just run. Laura, come on now. Just run through here and past this boulder and down through here and back through the door where you came from last, and there is another save crystal. Hopefully Larson has not seen us. Okay, he has. Now we go into the secret here, and the music can stop being crazy. Okay, here we will come across a large med pack and some magnum clips. Now, we have triggered Larson, unfortunately, but we can kill him relatively quick with our shotgun. That's him gone. There was a large med pack at the very back, but we didn't have time to go collect that.
You have my total attention now. I'm not quite sure if I've got yours though. Hello?
I'll heel and hide you to a barn door yet.
Of course.
You and that driveling piece of the ski-on. You want to keep it so bad, I'll harness it right up your...
Wait. We're talking about the artifact here?
Damn straight we are, right up.
Hold on. I'm sorry. This piece, you say. Where's the rest?
Miss Natler put Pierre DuPont on that trail.
And where is that?
Ha! You ain't fast enough for him.
So you think all this talking is just holding me up?
I don't know where his little jackrabbit frog legs are running him to. You'll have to ask Miss Natler.
Thank you. I will.
So that is it for this level. We basically shot Larson down with 3 shotgun shells. Usually it only takes 1 for a normal human being, but apparently he can tank 3. He must have a bulletproof vest or something. Anyway, that does it for this level. That's 8 kills, 7 pickups, 3 out of 3 secrets, done in 12 minutes and 48 seconds. I'm Scorpius9472. Thank you very much guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye for now guys.